So if there's something we are really very well known for is to create a little theme and then variate it in infinity. And that's exactly what we've done with the slippers. There's so many different ways to decorate them, and that's where the fun starts. So this is what we'll be doing today. Today we're going to be doing some fun embroidery to decorate the slipper. Here's a little selection of different things you can do to make them more funky. This one here is knitted in different colors, and it's actually a Fair Isle idea.
Inspired of the Sami people.
This one is embroidered with duplicate stitch, creating a nice floral pattern. We've got a Christmassy one here that has got duplicate stitch embroidery. Afterwards, we've done an I-cord that we have applicated on to create the horn with a little bit of an effect here. And then, of course, a little pom-pom for the nose. Mm-hmm. Here's another one with a pom-pom, a bigger one, inspired by, again, the Sami slippers that are so lovely. So there's loads of different things you could do with your slippers, and we're going to go through the duplicate stitch idea to create a nice pattern to make this slipper a little bit less boring.
And we finished this one, so we will show you how to do this. So you have to start on number 2. Hi Freya. And when we do the duplicate stitch, it's very important to steam the slipper before, because then you get nicer stitches.
Usually a wet towel over the slipper and the hot iron, that will do the trick.
And it's this pattern we're going to make. So first you have to find the center of the slipper.
And to do that, you fold it.
Fold it like this, and then when you knit with two threads, and you want to have the stitches pointing down like this, you get one stitch that is half blue and half brownish.
Yeah.
So you have to remember that's the stitch with 2 colors.
Which will be a little bit more difficult if you've actually done it in one color, but there you go.
So when you find the center, we start in the 5th from the top. So it's that one. And then you attach the yarn under. You don't have to sew it so very hard, because it's going to be felted anyway. So that's center. Let me see, number 5. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's that one. Now I have marked the stitch in the middle, and I start the embroidery from the center of the pattern. And for this I start in the 5th row from the costum.
And it's also marked on the pattern, so 5th row.
So when you do the duplicate stitch, you make embroidery on top of the stitches. So you start in the bottom of the stitch, you pull the yarn through, and then you go under the stitch below,
and pull it
under both of the yarns, and you pull it through and down from where you came out.
So it's called duplicate stitch because it's actually supposed to look like if it's a knitted stitch. So you're actually stitching on top of knit, and that's where the name comes from.
So you just continue going like this and make embroidery on top. You start from below the stitch, you go under the stitch over both of the yarns, and down again to the bottom of the stitch which you are embroidery on top of. The nice thing with the duplicate stitch is that when you do that on a slipper, the pattern pops more out like this. if this has been knitted, it would grow more into the background.
Yeah, it would be looking a little bit more like this.
That is knitted.
Yeah, so it blends a little bit, the colors blend a little bit more, making the green a little bit lighter than originally, whilst here they pop. And that's what you want with duplicate stitch. You want it to
You
pop.
want it to pop. So now I just continue and finish this pattern.
And as always, the pattern is on the website. So you just need to get it off and print it and use it for whatever you want. If you follow the duplicate stitch pattern, the one that looks like this, you should now have something that looks like this. This is what Arne has been doing now for a few hours. And this is what it looks like. Now the slipper is starting to get somewhere interesting. And next time, we are going to be talking about felting and how to make this slipper look like that.
This.
So make sure to tune in. And yeah, it's going to be very exciting, I guess.
So see you next time.
See you next time.